It's because everybody's waiting to hear what you've got to say about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's new contract.
Well, I'm not really too fussed about them. I mean, I'm neither here nor there. I just don't understand. I heard what Mark Ogden said about it and about the length. But I just don't quite have my head around why the rush to give him a new contract. Because, listen, let's see how the season goes if you're Man United and then you're not tied yourself down. You know, if Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola or Thomas Tuchel or Julian Nagelsmann or any of these guys put themselves on the market, listen, they're getting snapped up by one of the elite clubs straight away. In fact, they're probably going to sack a manager to get one of those guys in. Tell me who's going to take Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's not like Man United were going to lose him if they don't give him the contract, because Juventus don't want him, Real Madrid don't want him, Bayern Munich don't want him. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, none of the other teams want him. The only people that want him are Man United. So I don't understand why United had to go out and give him a 3-year deal. They're locked into that now, and that's their decision. But I didn't see what the rush was, because guess what? Nobody else out there, if you're talking about the real elite clubs, are looking for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager.
But on the flip side, is there nobody else out there for Manchester United right now? And have they hurt themselves by giving him such a, relatively
there are people
contract?
out there that are better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't whether they would, for example, Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City. And there are others. Now, how readily available they are, I don't know. But what's the rush? 6 months into the season coming up, they could have weighed up how it was going, good or bad, and gave him a contract. He wasn't going to walk out on Man United because he's got nowhere to walk to. So apart from keeping everybody sweet and everybody happy, and that's what Man United seem to want to do, don't upset the apple cart anymore. Solskjaer runs a clean dressing room, keeps his press conferences clean, doesn't bang the drum about signings too much. This whole thing just seems to me very comfortable for everybody.
So to that point, Kay, I mean, saying that there's nobody else out there for Manchester United, there's nobody else out there right now. But you don't offer somebody a 3+1 deal because there's nobody available right now. If you're Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's representative, his agent, it's a really poor position to be walking into a negotiation and saying, well, there's nobody else out there. That can't be the selling point for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer has done well. He could do a whole lot better. Fine. But to Craig's point, not only are there no elite clubs in the market for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I can't see what even Premier League clubs, if somebody's decided to sack their manager, let's say in November, somebody's struggling in the league, as we always have, manager gets sacked, there's nobody calling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's representative saying, well, you're out of contract in a year, how about if you come and join our club? There's nobody doing that. So I don't know who Manchester United are trying to stave off, who they're trying to better. And
they're not staving anybody off. It's not like they've got a Pochettino on their hands and Real Madrid are looking, or they've got one of these elite level managers and they're going to go somewhere else. We're going to lose them to Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern Munich. It's not going to happen, right? So they didn't have to rush in. I saw a tweet yesterday, and this sums it up. I'm going to name them. It's ESPN UK Twitter account, right? They're named and shamed at the moment. I know Lewis is waiting patiently. But it came out with drivel like this. Since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in charge, only Man City and Liverpool have got more Premier League points. Is that not the point? They're your rivals. They're your biggest rivals. And so, I mean, that's ludicrous to say, well, here's where we're judging ourselves. Our two biggest rivals have done better than us since his time in charge. How does that stack up?
Well, he said since signing this that they're ready now to take the next step, and obviously rebuild
as I said
take
to
time.
Our colleague Yana Gafjotov, who's going to have a very good season or a very bad season, depending on what happens here, there's no place to hide now. And he was angry because he said, well, who's been hiding? I'm saying, look, there's been some sort of protection from elements of the media and elements of his former colleagues in the media. There's no doubt about that. He's been shielded to an extent. With all the potential new signings, that should go away, apart from one or two cheerleaders that go out there and are just not going to say anything bad. So he knows that as a manager himself. But I personally just don't understand the need to give somebody who's not on the radar of any of the big clubs a 3-year deal and rush into it. I just didn't see the need to do that at this moment in time.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.